Hello, I'm Nick, and I help people become the best version of themselves and reach those out of reach goals by unleashing your hidden capacities. And today I want to talk to you about confidence, because confidence is, in my experience, quite misunderstood. Many people think that confidence is an attribute that you're blessed with, and if you've got it, then you can do things. And if only I had a bit more confidence or a bit of confidence, then I would be able to achieve X. Or if I had enough confidence, I'd be able to attempt X. But the thing is, confidence isn't an attribute in that way. Confidence is a result that comes from doing things. So we need to reframe the way that we look at confidence. And I'm sure there are many things which you are confident about. Hundreds, thousands of things that you do that you are confident about. But the thing about the human brain is it tends to dismiss the things that we've done hundreds of times and done competently, and focus on those one or two things that we don't do well. And so I've never met anybody who has a confidence issue, but I have to say I have met a few people who have a lack of confidence issue. So we need to look at confidence slightly differently. And I'd like to look at it in a way that I first read with Adam Grant's Rethinking, which you'll think again, which is behind me. You can see that. Highly recommended. Highly recommended. And there's a point that he makes that I wanted to share with you that I think is really vital. And you can only look at confidence in relation to competence. And what you have is a situation where if somebody's confidence is greater than their competence, i.e. their ability to do something, then what you get is someone who is potentially overconfident and can even look arrogant to others. So those are people who have confidence beyond what they are competent at doing. And of course the other side of that is that people who have greater levels of competence than they have confidence, they are actually better at doing something than they think they are. Well, what you get there is imposter syndrome and people being overly humble, having too much humility. Because in both of these scenarios, what you have is a lack of observable reality. And what we want is the reality and to work with it. Both of those situations are negative interpretations. What we need to recognize is that when we do something for the first or second or third time, and I don't mean the very first time, but in this particular situation. So for example, when you were at school, you made a presentation. Yeah, well, it's very different to going to a job interview where you have to make a presentation to a panel. Yeah, so the circumstance is different, and you could feel, well, I'm not really confident, and that would be fine. Why would you be confident before you've done it? The key thing is to keep away from the belief, the judgment that there needs to be confidence or there ought to be confidence, because it just doesn't help. You don't want to come across as too arrogant. So when we do something for the first time, second time, third time, or first time in a new context, what you'll find is you are in what we call the novice space. So you are not competent yet, because you're still learning it, and therefore you don't have confidence. But that's fine. That's natural. You can argue that's got a sense of reality to it. To have confidence that you could do something you've never done before, well, that's surely arrogance, and surely you don't want to come across like that. What you need to do though is recognize that there is a space as you move from novice and you practice and you get better, you can move into what we call the confident humility zone. Confident and with humility. You don't need to know everything, because otherwise what you end up with is what was discovered by Dunning-Kruger and was named the Dunning-Kruger effect. And that is, the people who have least competence have greatest confidence in their abilities, i.e. they are brilliant at bullshitting themselves and others. Don't be one of those people who have a very high opinion of yourself, not matched by an ability. Far better to have a level of humility, because we're all here learning, we're all trying to get better, and you don't need to be perfect at the beginning. What you need is an attitude of, I'm going to give this a go, I'm going to get better, and as I get better, my confidence will grow. But to start with, it's unrealistic to expect to be confident. So I hope that's useful to you, and if you'd like to subscribe, we've got more videos coming up in the upcoming days and weeks. Feel free, subscribe, like, etc. You know the game. Thanks so much. Bye bye.